Okay, I have a message for whoever you are. Right, yes, hang on. Let's go and get my water. If I can, get up with it. Oh my good God. Right, you'll have to excuse me, but at the moment, everything I touch, when I'm particularly upset or just woken up or whatever, well, it lights up, babes. It lights up, actually. And although I was considering turning this into a party trick, it's I'll tell you a story actually. When in 2016, I was in a place where I'd found this new band that I really like. Wow, I'd found this new sound that I really like, and this man that I was advocating for and also seeing at the same time. Now, I don't like Oasis, right? I don't like Oasis, and I don't, especially after what he said about James Blunt, but I don't like Oasis music. My so-called father did. Ian, you might resonate with that name, but I didn't, and I don't. Well, I mean, I've never really heard a lot of Oasis. And in 2016, I found this new sound, and I'm laid there. And this guy I was seeing at the time, I played this new sound, and this new sound, the one that I played, one of them was Oasis. Now, this guy really liked Oasis, which is why I played it to him. I thought, oh, perhaps he'll like this. Because I just thought they were amazing. I just thought they were amazing. And he slagged them off. Now, we'd only been together a short space of time, but he slagged them off, and I got really very upset. And the way the story goes is I went to there was a plug-in light in the wall. There was a plug-in, like a sleep light type thing. It was only very dim. But it had come out or something like that. I can't remember which. And I went to plug it back in or wiggle with it or whatever. And my God, I did that. Now, this would have been between August and October 2016. So I gave it a little wiggle or whatever I did. And I shit you not, the light suddenly was now going from the light plugged into the wall, from my hand, because my hand was still on it. And it just went, this bright white light went up over the ceiling, down the other side of the wall, like a damn like lightning coloured rainbow. My friend came running in and she said, "Have you got a power cut?" And she stopped just as the light went out. And I went, "Yes, Gemma. Yes, we now have power cut." And the village went out there because we were in a village, beautiful, beautiful village in West Sussex. I happen to very much like Sussex. I wish I could have spent New Year there actually to see what their firework display is like. I bet it's lovely all around the fountain. I bet it's lovely now. So yeah, at the moment I'm going through this thing where when I've been to sleep or I'm charging, you know the static that we get, I guess we'll call it that. Well, when I wake up, those little bits of static that sometimes you hear, blah, 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 I am full of them. And when I'm angry and upset, I'm full of them. And whatever I touch, you don't just hear it, you can see the bright white electric flickers, especially when I'm in a very dark room. It's getting really difficult to deal with, to be fair, because you know I can have 100 people at that pub walk up to me, be pleased to see me and hug me. And it still doesn't feel like I've been hugged. You know? Sometimes it's all a person really needs. But anyway, I just woke from a dream that you may resonate with. Having a dark blue tent. I was walking down the road. Even the back of my eyelid just went a bit bright white for a second then when I touched it, for fuck's sake. I would show you on camera, but the thing is, if I do that, the reality, right? The reality of what I'm going through on my own, it would be there. And I laugh and I joke with my glitch. I'm like, oh look, I can glow in the dark. But the reality of that also is I could have 100,000 people come up to me in that pub, be so pleased to see me, put their arms around me, and whoever it is that keeps clinging to my energy doesn't understand. It's never enough. It's never enough. Because when you know what you need, you don't get it. Not even what you want, but you know what you need. And for some reason, no one will let you have it. What you've got is never enough. As ungrateful as that sounds. You know, I've got this lad, Tony. I adore Tony very much. I have no sexual interest in Tony whatsoever or any of that. And the other day I had to really play up to him to make his new year a happy space because he's very depressed. And as hard working as he is and this and that and all sorts. People look at me like, oh, you flirt with everyone, you do shit like you. I don't, it's my normal. I'm very strict about who I allow to touch me, you know, and things like that. And I always have been. Because what's the point? I believe in what's the point. I was telling Max the other day, I was telling him, you know what? I said, I left Christmas Day at 10 o'clock at night because I don't believe in waking up with people you don't love on Christmas morning. And I don't believe in falling asleep with people that you don't love on Christmas evening. And I don't believe in being with just anybody if you can't be with the one that you love or you want or you need. They're really just the same thing. Anyway, I'm walking down the road in the stream and I go into my pocket and there's a picture in my pocket. And I had to look at it twice because this picture didn't belong in my pocket. And I remember thinking, how did that get in there? I shouldn't have this picture anywhere near me. This picture should actually be, I mean, I have not got a clue. I threw the receipt away because I'm just so hurt. So I threw the receipt away, so I can't check where this picture is or how far it's got or if it got where it's meant to because I've really just... Because the people I sent it to, or I thought I sent it to, the person in my mind, in my head, that should be receiving it, should already be here. So I didn't keep the receipts, so I can't tell, because last time I went through all the checking, did the parcel arrive, checking this, checking that, and all it did was break my heart. So this time I took the receipt away because I don't want to know. But I went in my pocket in this dream, and there was this, I'm looking at 933-934. There was this photo in my pocket. I was like, why is that there? It shouldn't be there. And then I looked a little bit closer at this photo. And it was the same person, but it wasn't the same photo. It was identical-ish, but not quite the same. And now suddenly I'm with this person in the photo. And we're in this tent. Now, this tent happens to be like a dark blue. And he's pouring me something in a cup, in a glass. And he's made me dinner. I don't quite know what this dinner was because I remember putting some of the bread on top of something. I said, yeah, I'm going to eat that. Don't even laugh. I am going to eat that. And I remember hearing the words, I think it was tomato sauce and jam. I don't eat tomato sauce with jam at the same time. I think there was like something in a gravy also in this dish. I don't know what it was. And the liquid that he poured, it was clear. But it may have been vodka. There was two. Now I think the containers that it was in was a Robinson's squash, I think. Okay, so Robinson maybe. Robinson's Robinson. But anyway, and actually the word Robin came up the other day on a video. I can't remember which, but I can't remember whether I drank it or not because I remember thinking, there's two. What if he's poisoned mine? But then he poured the two drinks from the first one, and I was at ease a little bit more, and I was a bit more sort of relaxed because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be where I was. I wasn't sure when I was in this tent with this man that I was like, what the fuck's going to happen here then? But I'm a bit of a dick. The more scary it is, the further in I'll go. And just see what the fuck happens, because why not? You only live once, right? Why? You only live once. But there was something about a conversation. He told me something. I was so taken when I woke up by all this static around me that I've actually forgotten, because it's what you got to understand is, I mean, yeah, no, you don't need that on camera, for fuck's sake. But then it's opened my eyes. I think I heard this street song. Now, I don't like this street song. It goes, dry your eyes, mate. I know you want to make us see how much his pain hurts, but you've got to walk away now. Yeah, well, you can make this man or whoever it is walk away from whoever she is, but you can't allow him to walk towards her. You can make him think there's plenty more fish in the sea, but you can't help him secure his raft to get to her. There could be 1,000,000 people walk up to me in that pub and put their arms around me, and I still wouldn't feel like I've been hugged.